between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4. Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. They go play fake. Mahomes.
That one on the money to Bourne downfield.
A big play there for KC. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Chiefs need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And some room to work, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Dolphins at 11-5 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Past the 20. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
49 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
They'll run with Davis Price.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
On second and goal, Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Odell Beckham, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 31, Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3. These two teams all tied after 1.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll try and run for him. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Tua going to throw. It's caught. Beckham.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Pass complete as Atama with it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Tua on 4th down. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Mahomes throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 54 yards away. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there. He's able to bank this one in.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion, Hill. On 2nd and 7. Tua. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And a solid run down inside the 30.
124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw because if he had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
Yeah, I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
On the move past the 40. Still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 17-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive,
They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Now Mahomes. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, we joked on his 1,099th catch that 1099 reminded us of our taxes. This one's not as funny. He has 1,100 catches. He is legit.
No, he's also in a different tax bracket than we are because of those 1,100 catches. He has earned it, hasn't he?
Indeed. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Bourne.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man complete. Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he returns this to the 22. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands right now, Charles, they still would have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up at that #1 seed.
And that's when you tell your team, remember, guys, at the beginning of the season, what was our deal? Let's win our division and get to the playoffs. That was job one. Let's not get greedy about the whole thing, because whether or not they end up with a first-round bye or not, you and I both know this team's going to be a tough out in the playoffs.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second down, and again, it's Davis Price.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion, Hill. From the 39, Tua. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Davis Price up the middle.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Davis Price.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They run it with Mason. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jordan Mason.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Mahomes to throw it.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. In motion, Hill.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Kansas City,
they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins,
the loss could be an